technical difficulties, and all that, I was finishing up my these politicians are too proud to represent America, they too way too into themselves and they way full of it, they're giraffes, I'm still trying to figure out what's going on with this Democrat Party and why they pick a donkey, and a lot more, but I want to talk about I cannot have people that who too proud to say that Trump is Donald J. Trump, President Donald Trump is my brother-in-law. He gave me beautiful daughters, famous daughters, and a daughter that doesn't like me right now because I picked that donkey, I picked the dirtiest animal to represent this nation, with, the most scummiest and dirtiest animal that is filthy and smells, or Speaker Pelosi, who's part of the royal family, is Maine, and she doesn't pick her family, she don't pick us, she picked that donkey, too, that dirtiest, stanky animal in the world, the Trump is too proud to say that I am Donald J. Trump's brother-in-law, and we're gonna work together, because those were my cousins, and those are his nieces, and they're beautiful. They're the most beautiful girls and the most talented girls I've ever seen in this universe, and Judge Mary L. Trump is my wife, and it's very ridiculous what you're doing. This is family comes first than anything in the world, If you're too proud to say I'm this and I come from this background, or I can't tell the truth, I hinder everything because it's a conflict of my interest, not a conflict of interest, if it's a conflict of your interest, then it's a conflict of our nation's interest, because we need to know everything. We trust you, giving that vote is our exercise to vote. It's the proudest day one of the proudest days America lives. Every single election day, we into our elections, because we into our nation and we care for our homes and we care for our people and we want everything to be perfect, as perfect possible, And remember, when I gave you that vote, giving a vote is signing a power of attorney, I gave you power of attorney to represent my voice in Congress, and I gave you my power of attorney to represent me in my town. You're the leader of my town. I gave you that vote. When I submitted that vote, I signed a power of attorney so you could represent me in the Senate floor and represent me. And represent us, the majority, everybody in the state as a whole, I trust it, I have friends from different parties, but I made a sound decision for them as well, because we could have lead the other way so the other person could, but I think this is better for them and they'll be happy at the end of the day. That's how the voting works, in America, Not I sign a power of attorney, when you sign a power of attorney, you got to make sure when a person is sick or a person is disabled or something, that person gets the food that they want every month, the clothes they need, the electricity paid, the bills paid for, and everything, and that you don't break the bank and they have enough money and that money's invested smartly and everything is done adequately in that estate that accumulates interest so it can keep going and going forever, And if you start giving and defending other people with my power, with my state, that power of attorney that I gave you, then we have a problem, because I didn't tell you to help Madeline. I didn't tell you to help my sister or my cousin or somebody else with the power of attorney I gave you for my state, and for my assets, and for my accounts and for everything, And there you broke the rule. And that's where today you guys all broke your power of attorney, Everybody you guys are defending other people, And you must defend us, Not because we family, but you defend the majority of what this nation speaks,